What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring, and welcome back to the Keep Exploring podcast. I know I still have this stupid slur because of my freaking crown. It's like basically like a big block in the back of my mouth right now. It's really annoying. And now Savannah's tooth is hurting too. So maybe she'll have to get a crown.
No, I won't.
But yeah, Keep Exploring podcast. I've been kind of slacking a little bit. I've been kind of slacking on a lot of things, like my weekly theme park wrap up. I'm doing a little bit more of like scripted projects and a lot of bigger projects and stuff like that, and focusing on other stuff, as well as working as an essential employee. That's right, Savannah's back today on the podcast. Say what up, my dude.
What up, my dude?
What up, my dudes? And Savannah's back because we are talking about the details in full of our Orlando trip that's coming up in September. Either way, like I said, it'll still happen if Halloween Horror Nights goes on or not. That's the main reason why we're going is for Halloween Horror Nights, but we're also doing other stuff. I just bit my tooth. We're doing other stuff as well. So we're going to talk about the stuff that we're most excited for as far as Disney goes, because we're going to be going to a Disney park. Rides that we're most excited for. I mean, all of the above. We're just going to have kind of a kickback podcast. A lot different than what we normally have. Because usually we have, like, set topics to talk about. Now it's kind of just, like, whatever, you know?
Yeah, talking about whatever.
It's Scott and Savannah unscripted.
Okay.
Not Horror Nights unscripted anymore. Scott and Savannah unscripted. But yeah. Let's dive right into it. If you're new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on, or if you're listening on Spotify, follow our Spotify channel so you never miss when we upload a new podcast. Just follow our social medias down below on Twitter and Instagram, and let's dive right in to all the juicy details. So, never thought this would happen. Never thought that we'd be going to Orlando this early. Did you ever think that you'd even be, like, taking a trip out to Orlando this early? Because, I mean, you didn't get into theme parks until I came around, right?
Yeah, definitely not. I probably thought, like, one day I'd go to Florida or something, but definitely not for the reason to be theme parks or something like that.
Or a horror event.
Yeah, definitely that. I never even thought I was going to go to a horror night event in general.
And Savannah's eating popcorn, so if you hear that crackling...
I'm so sorry.
then you know why. But... I mean, yeah, Savannah was never big into theme parks, and we've told that story before. So the fact that we're going all the way over across the nation to a Horror Nights event and a theme park in specific is kind of weird for Savannah's in at least. But, you know, brought her into it. Now we're a duo, I guess you could say. Even though Savannah hasn't been in most of the videos as of recent because we haven't been out at the theme parks due to COVID. But yeah, we're gonna be going in September. The main reason that we're going is for Horror Nights 30, that is, and Horror Nights 30 is Horror Nights Orlando. That is not Horror Nights Hollywood. Whether or not Horror Nights were to get canceled, which I don't think it will. I think that's still gonna happen. Construction's going on and everything. However, I think Hollywood's has a higher chance of getting postponed or canceled. But that's for another topic or another podcast. We're going to be staying across the way. Now, the reason why we're not staying at one of the on-site hotels, and this is across the way from Universal, we're not staying at an on-site hotel because you have to be 21. And I still don't know what that is. Like, I don't know if that's just like a policy that is with the outside company, because I had emailed like Universal guest relations or whatever, and they said that Lowe's Pacific like hotel groups is like a separate company that operates the hotels, so they can't like twist any policies or anything like that. But, I mean, I don't know, like, could you think of any reasons why it'd be 21 and over besides like what I was talking about, like 21 and over because of the beer in the room?
That's the only thing I can think of. If they have like open bars or like something that has to do with alcohol, I feel. Or maybe, well, I don't think they have casino or anything in there, but the only thing I can think of is like alcohol, or if the company that is like running it has like a hotel that has a casino, maybe they just said since one has a casino, all of them.
They're just like, screw it, like
I don't know.
Because I mean, I wanted to stay at Aventura and I wanted to stay at Cabana Bay, which are both really nice hotels. But even like the endless summer resorts, like we can't stay on, which sucks. And endless summer technically isn't even on resort property. It's considered the resort's property, but it isn't on like I don't know. It's not really close to the park. I wouldn't consider it a resort theme park, but it's technically a part of Universal Orlando. And those are the cheap hotels, even though they're nice. But like you'd think if it's a value hotel, they'd make it 18 to check in. And we both turn 21 next year. So next year's trip, we'll be able to check in to a hotel on site. We're staying right across the way. It's a nice hotel. At least I'm hoping it is. And it's not that far walking distance from Universal. Now, as far as walking back at 2 in the morning after Hornets, I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but I think they have a shuttle. I don't know. I don't know if Orlando's ghetto or not. I don't know, like, I've never been around that area, nor have I. I mean, the most I've seen Orlando is inside the theme parks, and that's on YouTube, so I don't know if it's ghetto or not.
Wait, how far away is it? Is it further away than, like, the Hilton to Universal?
The Hilton? Oh, yeah, obviously. The Hilton's right there at the front gate.
Yeah.
But this one is actually because as you guys know, over here in Hollywood, we have the Hilton Hotel right outside of Universal Studios Hollywood. But, like, you have to, you go down the elevator from your room, and then you walk through, like, the actual hotel, like the banquet halls and everything, and down the parking lot area, and then you cross the sidewalk. Sorry, I got interrupted by my grandmother who was calling me. Dang, Grandma. But like I was continuing, you have to walk across the sidewalk, and then you have to walk upstairs, and then walk across the bridge, and then walk a little bit further past security into where the actual gates are in the front kind of plaza area. So it is kind of a walk. This hotel says that it's like a mile away, and that is from not the point of the City Walk entrance. It says it's a point of like Universal like security entrance. So it's like, as far as I know, there's a street there called International Drive, and that separates our hotel from the resort. It's not too bad of a walk. Because originally,
but in 2 in the morning after the whole.
Well, that's all I was saying. We take the shuttle at 2 in the morning, but there was one that we booked. That was like 4 miles on the way. I think it was like beforehand.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was pretty far. I think it was like 3-4 miles, and like planning on walking there, and I was like, never mind that. Let's look for one closer, and there was one closer, just as cheap and just as nice. So that's cool. Supposedly, Eddie from Edutainment, one of my good buddies, claims that he knows the general manager from Aventura, which I'm sure he does, but he claims that he can get me in to the hotel and check in. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll just have Eddie check in for us. Just write his name down on the check-in thing. Universal, don't come get me. But here's to hoping that we can somehow manage to stay at one of the resort hotels, because apparently they don't ID people there, which, I mean, I would think they wouldn't ID people.
Okay, calm down. Don't keep thinking about breaking the law.
Yeah, well, because I look young, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess, like, the people have been telling me that they don't ID people is Chris and Eddie, and they both look like they're like 25. So, I mean, I don't look that old. I need a girl with this beard.
Definitely you look the youngest.
I know. So I don't know. We'll see. So we're going on. So enough with the hotel shit. We're flying in from San Diego Thursday night. What is it, like? Our flight leaves around 10. So it's gonna be a red eye flight. We're gonna be either 1, up all night, or 2, asleep on the flight. But we make a stop in Atlanta. I think we're stopping in Miami, which is weird because Miami's kind of close to Orlando. So like, why would we make a stop there? You know?
Yeah.
We're gonna go party at the beach at 5 in the morning in Miami. I'm sure there's people out that late, but
That late?
yeah, and then
That early?
That early. There you go. We're arriving at 8 in the morning, I think, somewhere around there. And then we're going to find stuff to do on that Friday somewhere around the area. Go out to eat with some friends, go to the Disney outlet, the Disney Character Warehouse, because that's a big popular thing. And then whenever our hotel's ready, then we'll check in there. We'll go get ready. Savannah's going to spend 2.5 hours on her makeup to impress all the Floridian guys. And then...
You know it.
And then we are going to walk over to the theme park and have some fun at Halloween Horror Nights. For the first time ever in Orlando. First time ever. It's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know, because I don't want to be one of those people that's like automatically comparing Orlando to Hollywood when we go. I mean, you see those people you see the people that I talk about that do that.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. It's just like pisses me off. What do you like? I mean, I know that you've only been a Horror Nights fan for 2 years, but do you think there will be a difference in quality?
The only reason why I think there would be a difference in quality is because everyone says there is.
That's the only reason?
Yeah, but like, I don't know enough about who puts it on.
What about the fact
or like
that you're actually inside instead of outside in that fucking tent?
Well, I feel like it would make it so it's not as hot and like musty in there. So that's like the only upside, I guess. But, I mean, to me that doesn't make a difference. Like going to Stranger Things inside versus like whatever other one there is, like in a tent. Like to me, it really didn't make a difference. Like I don't really care much about the facades as other people do to see. Like, oh my gosh, you need a big facade. Like, I don't know. Well, I care more about what's on the inside, not the outside. And that's no facts.
Well, I know that's your side of things. Like some people like the facades more than anything, but other people prefer just the overall detail instead of the facades. So, but nonetheless, there's some Orlando houses that have facades, and there's others that don't, because obviously they're in a soundstage, so a lot of them don't really make facades at all. They kind of just like make you enter through a black hallway, if you would say so. And what the hell? Oh, okay. I don't know what Losh just texted me. I don't. There's gonna be this is for a whole nother video, but there's definitely gonna be a bigger quality. Anyways, back to our trip. We don't know what we're gonna do for Express yet. Like, we don't know what nights we're gonna get Express. We're gonna get Express for at least one of the nights because we don't want to be waiting in those lines. I don't know what night yet. I just don't know. We're gonna play it by ear, you know. What's another thing as far as it's gonna be nice because what's the one thing that they don't allow you to do there, Savannah, in the houses?
Record.
Yep, exactly. So I don't have to record the houses. I don't have to record the inside of the houses, which is gonna kind of suck for you guys that are watching the video. But me, like in Hollywood, like I get to have fun through the mazes, like on the first night, but at the same time, I'm looking at them through a digital screen as much as looking at them through...
Yeah, and then Scott would make me film when I haven't been through the house yet or the maze yet, and then I wouldn't know where the scares are, and I would get scared because I haven't memorized them.
Yeah, but see, that's a good thing, is that's perfect footage.
Not for me.
It's like, you know, like, I wouldn't be the only... like a theme park YouTuber using my girlfriend for clout. And
oh my gosh.
And, yeah, but like, yeah, Savannah, to be fair, does get good reactions because they're targeting her, who looks scared, and I mean, she's good at flipping the camera around even though she's scared. So that works out good, I guess. Anyways, that's beyond the fact. The houses I'll actually be able to enjoy, and I'll actually be able to take it all in and enjoy the sets and the detail without filming in them, and then I can give you guys my review after. But like, my main focus on the first night is I want to enjoy the houses as much as possible and just enjoy it, take it all in, because if we have Express on the first night, then we can go through the mazes more than once. I can take it all in, and then the second night, which we'll talk about a little bit later, is when we'll obviously film a little bit more. So the first night, Friday night, the same morning that we fly in, that night we're going to go to Halloween Horror Nights 30 for the first time. Woo! Yeah, clap it up for SoCal Exploring. SoCal Exploring is now exploring Orlando, departing September. And then the next day, this is a little wager that I gave Savannah. So where are we going the next day?
To Disney World.
Yes, we are. We are going to Disney World.
Oh my gosh, the best part.
And I didn't think that we were gonna go to Disney World on this trip because we were originally gonna dedicate a whole day to the Universal Studios theme park, but since we're gonna be 2 nights at Halloween Horror Nights, we're only missing a couple rides at Universal Studios Florida, so we can experience the majority of the rides as well as Diagon Alley during Halloween Horror Nights, so that's why we're not dedicating a whole day to it. But for Saturday, we're going to Disney World, and I gave Savannah the choice to pick one park to dedicate, because this is kind of in a way my trip. A lot of the stuff I'm paying for and everything, and this is a lot this is the trip that I've been wanting to go on forever. And in spring we're going to be going to Walt Disney trip, will be the cute couple trip in a way. So I gave Savannah one day to choose what theme park she wanted to go to, and then of course she chose Magic Kingdom because of the damn castle.
Of course, if you're going to Disney World, you gotta take a picture in front of that castle.
But I was disappointed at that because, as most of you know, Magic Kingdom is different in its ways, but for the most part, it's exactly like Disneyland. A lot is like Disneyland. So, if we're gonna go to Disney World for one day in September, I want to go to a cool park. I want to see new and better. And I kept convincing her, and finally I caved in because Savannah wants to eat at the damn Be Our Guest and what's the other one? It's called? Oh, Cinderella's Royal Table, I think it is.
Yeah.
Which is the dining experience inside Cinderella's castle, and Be Our Guest is the nice restaurant towards the back of the park. So what's the wager I gave you?
If we go to Hollywood Studios
Or any other
Disney World theme park. I guess oops. If we go to any other theme park besides the Magnificent where's it? A Magic Kingdom, then in spring he'd be the best boyfriend ever and take me to those 2 restaurants and pay for them. I'm not mean. He did this on his own, so
yeah, so I said that if we go to a different theme park in the Walt Disney World Resort, then I will pay for both Be Our Guest and Cinderella's Royal Table, which, keep in mind, that's $120 right there.
More than that, sweetie.
No, that's $120. Don't try to cheat me out of my shit. It's a lot of money nonetheless. So on top of the full Walt Disney World trip, it's gonna be a lot of money, but it's fine. I'm fine with this wager a lot, and yeah, I'm gonna be paying for the full thing, but I want to experience them too. The Be Our Guest restaurant looks badass, and Cinderella's Royal Table, you get to eat inside the castle. We don't get to do that in California. Our castle's too tiny. But that's gonna be a really neat thing to do. But Magic Kingdom, that will be saved for springtime. We're going to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I didn't think that I'd be picking Hollywood Studios. I thought I was gonna be picking Animal Kingdom or Epcot, but Hollywood Studios, I remember that they have the Tower of Terror there, and they have Rock and Roller Coaster there, mixed with Toy Story Land, mixed with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, mixed with Fantasmic in an amphitheater, so where we don't have to get fast passes and sit on the freaking ground for it. I mean, Disney Hollywood Studios is no longer the construction zone. It is actually a really good park now, and I for the sole reason of getting to ride Tower of Terror is the one leading me to pick Disney's Hollywood Studios. So we're going to Hollywood Studios. We're going to experience all the great attractions they have. One attraction that I get to experience when I was a kid, and we no longer have at Disneyland or Disney's California Adventure, and I'm going to be extremely excited. And I'm going to be extremely excited to experience Runaway Railway before all you Disneyland fans. If you guys haven't been to Disney World yet and experienced that, I'm going to get to experience before all of you guys. So yeah, suck on that. But I'm gonna be excited to experience that. Toy Story Land, I love theming, so Toy Story Land is gonna be such a cool thing for me. We're gonna get to see that cool little show, Cars or Radiator Springs Racing Academy. That will be cool. Like that's a cool little show that they just added. We'll see if there's any differences as far as their Toy Story Mania goes, which there is in the station. We'll see if there's any differences in the ride. What ride are you most excited for in the park?
Probably Tower of Terror, just because that was before my time at Disneyland. I did not like Disneyland, so I never went on that ride ever. And when I did, I was like little, so I wasn't tall enough. But everyone says, "Oh my gosh, that's so much better than Guardians," and I love Guardians, so I wanna. Even though they're different, obviously different, like
they're different rides than each other.
But still, I just want to see, like, is it that cool, like having that theming?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
more of a scary theme. Yeah, Tower of Terror, I'd say I'm probably the most excited for, and then right after that would be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Away. I'm also excited. I know Savannah's not too excited about this, but I'm excited to see their differences in Galaxy's Edge as far as the colors go. I know it's the exact same land. There's not any big differences, but I mean, like, I want to be able to be like, look at me, I'm Batu East. Transfer it over to Batu West. Okay. I don't know. I just think that would be cool to be in the same exact land in a different theme park. That'll be neat to see the small, minor differences, as well as like the grand entrance, which Hollywood Studios doesn't have a grand entrance to Galaxy's Edge like we do. So it'll be neat to see. I'm very excited about that. As far as dining goes, we're going to eat at the Sci-Fi Dine-In place, which is like you eat inside these old vintage cars, and it's like you're in a drive-in, or I think it's called Sci-Fi Drive-In. I don't know what the exact name is, but you Disney World fans know what I'm talking about. Looks like a really cool restaurant. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna get to check out Muppet Vision again, and I haven't checked out Muppet Vision in forever, and that's another thing that Savannah's just like whatever about, because she never got to experience that. So it'll be something new that she'll get to experience. But me, I miss Muppet Vision. Now we have stupid Mickey's PhilharMagic, which makes no sense, and before that there was just a bunch of sneak peeks in there. So I'm excited for that. Disney's Hollywood Studios is going to be so much fun. We're going to buy our tickets soon so we can make our fast passes 30 days before and 30 days in advance. And then our trip in spring will be absolutely 10 times more fun. It's going to be fun. Hollywood Studios, it's going to feel like we're in an upgraded steroid version of Disney's California Adventure. Because I think that they have like old Hollywood. It's the same theme. I mean, the entrance looks like the same, except for it just says Hollywood Studios on it.
Basically.
Are you gonna get lined up before to get a boarding group? By that time, boarding groups should be eliminated. Hopefully, by that time, we get to experience Batu East version of Rise of the Resistance. I don't know. You think after this whole COVID crap that they're gonna get rid of boarding groups because they're only gonna operate at a certain capacity? So who knows? And then moving into our third day in Orlando, we are going... I forgot to mention, after Hollywood Studios, we're going to check out Disney Springs, unload on merch, and I'm sure we'll have a merch haul after. We're going to unload on the merchandise there, have some fun, you know how I do. I'll be talking like Savannah right now, the normal.
Oh, calm down.
And then on the third day, we are going to go to Islands of Adventure. And we're going to have a dedicated day to Islands of Adventure. This way we can put our sole focus into Islands of Adventure. Experience Hagrid's magical creatures and motorbike adventure. I don't know if I said that right. The Incredible Hulk ride. The Spider-Man ride.
This ride
belongs to Disney. But, we're going to experience all the rides. I don't think there's any cool places to eat in Islands of Adventure. I'm going to make Savannah try some green eggs and ham. If it's open.
Ew.
You don't want to try green eggs and ham?
No, I
green
don't.
eggs and ham with a little bit of pepper on it?
Ham is disgusting.
You haven't even tried it. How would you know it's disgusting?
Ham is disgusting.
Oh, ham?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, why don't you like ham again?
I don't know, it just doesn't look...
You don't like the texture, huh?
I don't know, I just don't like it. It's not my to-go option,
Well, it's fine. You may not like ham, but maybe you'll like green eggs and ham.
Maybe the food coloring will add a little bit of flavor.
Yeah, but the ham's like green, so...
It's not?
No. Green eggs and ham. No, do they ever say green ham?
I thought they were both green.
You know what? I want to meet. Sorry, I had a blooper and I'm gonna cut it out. You know what I want to do? I want to meet the awkward looking version of the Grinch there, which is they have a meet and greet in Seuss Landing that's like the cartoon version of him. That, like he doesn't talk. He's just he has a mask, but he looks more like the cartoon version. I feel like that will be really creepy. I'm excited to go to Seuss Landing. Any rides? I know me and you haven't really like looked over the rides as far as like me.
Is that the one with the water ride?
Which one? The Dudley Do rides? The log ride?
Yeah, they said you get really wet.
Yes, the log ride. Dudley Do rides is over at Islands of Adventure, and I'm so excited for that ride. I made a whole video on the rides that I'm excited for. Oh, Rain of Kong.
What? Rain
of Kong. Remember when we were talking about that?
King Kong. Of course I do.
Yeah, of course I do. It's been a BSing me right now. You get to. When was the last time we were at Jurassic Park? Did we? We rode that early in our relationship, right?
Wait, what?
Jurassic Park.
What about it?
When was the last time we rode it?
The last time we were at Universal.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, Park!
Yeah.
I rode that in 2013. That was
but we didn't ride it like 2018?
No, the only time I ever went to Universal was in 2013. I rode Jurassic Park and I never went back until Horror Nights. It was under construction.
Yeah, the first time we went to Horror Nights and we're like, oh, let's go to Harry Potter or whatever. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, that. So you didn't ride it till 2013. So you'll get to ride it again in Orlando. And I'll get to see it again because Jurassic Park over Jurassic World all the way. I don't like Jurassic World as much as I enjoy Jurassic Park, the ride. So that'll be fun stuff. Any ride that you're most excited for there? I know you said Dudley Do rides, but
what other rides are there?
Well, we have, like I said, the whole like Incredible Hulk, like Spider-Man area.
No, definitely the log ride.
The log ride for sure. Dudley Do rides, and that's on my top list as well as Dudley Do rides. Ripsaw Falls. I'm also excited to go on a journey with a large bearded man on his motorbike and see all the creatures that he has.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The 7-hour wait attraction.
Yeah, we definitely ain't waiting 7 hours.
Which we won't have to because social distancing will be in play and maximum capacity of the theme park will be in play too. And that's another day that we're going to get express is Islands Adventure. This way we don't have to deal with 7-hour waits. We can just walk right onto the rides because it will be limited time at Islands of Adventure since they'll close kind of early. Actually, I don't know how early they close during Horror Nights, and seeming how the event's not in that park. But nonetheless, we're gonna get over to Horror Nights, and yeah, on Sunday night we'll be going to Horror Nights as well. So that will probably be the day that we're most tired. I know we'll be flying in on Friday and going to Horror Nights the same night, but I feel like we'll be well rested after our red eye flight. So we'll be a little bit, and we have time to rest at the hotel and everything. But Sunday will be the day that we're most tired. I'm thinking. So I did a full theme park and a lot of walking, and then do a lot of walking at Horror Nights that night. And that night of Horror Nights, it will just be like kind of a fun, meet up with some friends, buy some merch. Well, at least me buy some merch. Because Savannah, what's the one thing that you want at Universal, Savannah?
A Universal Studios Florida hoodie. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it?
Very basic. I'm going to get the most basic one.
Yes. And I'm going to spend all my money on the Orlando exclusive merchandise for Halloween Horror Nights that we can't get in Hollywood, like the Scare Zone shirt, if there are Scare Zones this year. Because that's also another rumor that could be gone if the coronavirus so continues. So who knows? I mean, I don't think that will happen, but who knows? There's also... I'm trying to think when we can go to City Walk to see how different... Because obviously we'll walk through City Walk, but... No, maybe we'll go a little bit early on Friday to check out City Walk a little bit. See how different their Voodoo Donuts is. Oh, see Toothsome? The chocolate emporium that's coming to Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
See how pretty that is? See, these are things that, like, in spring, like, obviously we're going to go to Disney World, but I want to, like, do one day at Universal, too. To just, like, enjoy the daytime of Universal Studios Florida. And when I refer to Universal Studios Florida as that means the theme park that hosts Halloween Horror Nights, and Islands of Adventure is the theme park right next to it. One thing that I'm going to be disappointed is we don't get to ride the Hogwarts Express, which I know doesn't mean a lot to you, but I mean, that's just a cool experience that we don't have over here. And we're also going to miss out on Fast and Furious Supercharge.
Oh, no.
That's my most anticipated attraction.
Oh no!
And for those of you guys who don't know, it's the exact same one that we have on the studio tour. Darn it! I was telling Savannah, I just want to walk through the queue of Fast and Furious and see how it is. I don't want to ride the ride. I just want to walk through the queue and see how it is. But that will be our Sunday, and then Monday we'll fly back. Maybe we'll do a couple things before we clock out and everything. Clock out, check out. But that's our Orlando trip right there. Very eventful, very jam-packed and filled with fun. What thing are you most excited about?
For the whole trip in general?
Oh, I don't know why I asked. Okay, what thing are you most excited about per day? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, flying.
I was gonna low key say that too. I was like, we're doing Horror Nights Sunday, so I can't.
No, probably going to the Disney store, TBH.
The Character Warehouse.
Yeah, and then obviously day 2, Disney World.
Hollywood Studios.
And then day 3, Islands of Adventure. Duh.
Very big answers you got there.
I'm excited to read that diddly what?
Diddly do rides,
Yeah.
rips off holes.
It is, because I've seen videos of it and it looks really fun, and I love going on water rides. I always want to go on Grizzly, but Scott never wants to go with me, so I always have to go alone.
Yes, Savannah always has to go on Grizzly River Run alone. I think one of the coolest things is we're gonna be so tired on the flight, but as soon as we could land in Orlando and we're out in the airport, we're gonna be damn, we're here.
We're gonna be so dead tired by the 3rd day, because we're doing nonstop wake up road drop
Monday we're gonna sleep.
Closing.
Monday we're gonna sleep on the plane for sure. But on Friday, I feel don't you think that you're gonna get an energy boost as soon as we get there?
Oh, obviously, of course. For any trip, you get that energy boost once you get there.
We're gonna meet up with my buddy Losh, and he's gonna take us to his favorite restaurant ever, which we don't know what that is. Did you see that he said Red Robin as a restaurant that we don't have in California?
I was wondering what that list was, so I didn't know what it meant. And then I saw Red Robin, I was like, huh? What is he asking about?
It's we have Red Robin in California. That'll be fun. That's my co-host for Horror Nights Unscripted for you guys who are living under a rock and don't follow all my content. That's been this podcast. There will be more podcasts coming out soon that me and Savannah will sit down and chat about and stuff. If you're new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on. If you want to see all that Orlando content coming out, then you're gonna want to make sure to subscribe. You're not gonna want to miss it, because there's gonna be lots of content coming out, tons.
You good?
And tons, and tons. Follow us on social media. As always, my name is Scott.
And I'm Savvy.
Saviana.
Sure.
Savannah, and we are SoCal Exploring, Positivity Key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.